Remember the Liver King? He just got arrested.
Fitness influencer Brian Johnson was arrested by the Austin Police Department.
This is the shirtless guy who ate raw liver on TikTok and built a $100 million supplement empire. He was just arrested in Austin, Texas for making terroristic threats against Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King, man to man.
Now, his name is Brian Johnson, and he's 48 years old, living in Texas. But here's the thing about Brian. He used to be completely normal, like just an everyday dude. He was a dentist. He and his wife Barbara ran a dental practice, and they were just regular suburban people living regular suburban lives. But Brian had this problem. He was deeply insecure about his body and felt like he was missing out on something bigger. So one day in 2015, Brian decides he's done with normal life. He and Barbara sell their dental practice and move to this compound in Texas where they start living what they call an ancestral lifestyle. We're talking about raising their own livestock, eating raw animal organs, and basically trying to live like cavemen. And at first, it's just this weird hobby. Brian starts calling himself the Liver King and posting videos of himself eating raw liver and doing these insane workouts. He's carrying logs, dragging weighted sleds, doing all this primal stuff, and slowly people start paying attention. But one day in 2021, everything changes because Brian realizes he can make serious money off this caveman thing. So he goes all in. He starts posting multiple times a day, eating increasingly disgusting things on camera, raw bull testicles, cow hearts, you name it. And his catchphrase becomes, why eat vegetables when you can eat testicles?
I've dedicated this chapter of my life, to fighting for this cause, so that the world knows that liver is king. I know we've talked about this, but it's because so many people are living a life of hurt, of suffer, of suck. And there's a better life to live.
Here's where it gets interesting. Brian's not just eating gross stuff. He's claiming that this ancestral lifestyle is what gave him his incredible physique. And this guy is absolutely jacked. Like 48 years old, and he looks like a Greek god carved out of marble. Veins everywhere, abs that look photoshopped, the kind of muscle mass that would make 25-year-old bodybuilders cry. So people start believing him. They're like, holy crap, if eating raw liver can make me look like that, sign me up.
Damn, what is that, bro?
And Brian launches this supplement company selling dried organ pills to people who want his results, but don't want to actually eat raw bull testicles. He's on camera swearing up and down that he's completely natural.
I don't touch this stuff. I've never done this stuff. I'm not going to do this stuff.
What stuff?
The ass full of steroids that he talks about.
You've never taken steroids?
Never taken steroids. I've never done PEDs.
And the money starts pouring in. We're talking about a $100 million business empire built on people believing that eating liver pills will make them look like a superhero. Brian's living in this massive compound, driving luxury cars, flying private jets, all while preaching about the simple ancestral life.
You're making over $100 million a year from your businesses. True or false?
True.
True. That's a pretty staggering accomplishment.
Now, here's the thing though. People in the fitness world are starting to get suspicious. I mean, this guy's physique is just too good to be true. And there's this one YouTuber named Derek who runs a channel called More Plates, More Dates, where he basically plays detective and exposes steroid users.
I started getting tagged more and more on his content when people started noticing he was implying heavily that his physique was achieved solely by following the 9 ancestral tenets and was not enhanced with steroids or any exogenous hormones or PEDs.
Derek's been watching the Liver King for months, and he's like, there's absolutely no way this guy is natural. So Derek starts investigating. But here's the crazy part. Derek didn't have to dig very hard at all. Someone had actually forwarded him leaked emails from Brian Johnson, back when he barely had an audience. The emails looked legitimate because they came from Brian's official company domain and contained detailed steroid protocols and blood work results. But it gets even wilder. When Derek was preparing his expose video and went back to review those forwarded emails, he discovered something incredible. Sitting unread in his own email inbox were messages directly from Brian Johnson himself asking Derek for bodybuilding coaching advice.
The other day I was filtering through my emails to find the forwarded emails, the blood test results, do my interpretation of it, and I came across an unread email from May 2021. It was from the same address. I'm on my Gmail. Apparently sitting in the depths of my email inbox was an unread message from the man himself requesting bodybuilding coaching as well. This whole time, even when I'm making videos about the guy and like talking, doing, the natty or not stuff, this is sitting there unread in my Gmail this whole time, dude. Absolutely wild.
These emails from Brian's own account essentially confirmed everything in the leaked emails. Detailed steroid protocols, spending $11,000 per month on growth hormone, testosterone, DECA, Winstrol, the works, all while he was publicly claiming to be completely natural. So Derek drops this nuclear bomb of a video called The Liver King Lie. And he doesn't just accuse Brian of using steroids, he shows the actual emails. Brian's own words from his own email address admitting to his massive steroid cycle. It's like watching someone's entire life get destroyed in real time.
I was shocked, but also kind of not shocked at the same time. Like, I felt like it was just a matter of time before something like this came out.
The internet absolutely loses its mind because Derek didn't just confirm what people suspected, he proved it with Brian's own confession. This wasn't just some fitness influencer getting caught using steroids. This was a guy who built his entire empire on the lie that he was natural, and Derek had the smoking gun that proved it was all fake. Brian's forced to make this pathetic apology video where he admits, I lied and I misled a lot of people, but then he tries to justify it by saying he did it to spread his ancestral message. Like, bro, Derek just exposed you with your own email and you're still trying to spin this?
Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician. Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves.
The lawsuits start flying. $25 million in class action suits. His reputation is completely destroyed. Derek basically ended this guy's career with one video using Brian's own words against him. And for a while, it seems like maybe Brian learned his lesson and would just fade away quietly. But then one day in 2025, Netflix releases this documentary about his rise and fall. And something about seeing his humiliation laid out for the whole world just breaks his brain completely. He starts posting these absolutely deranged videos on Instagram, and I'm not talking about normal social media drama. This is a full-blown meltdown. He's wearing wolf pelts and holding golden daggers, talking to family members who aren't even there, rambling about the people who destroyed his life. And he becomes obsessed with Joe Rogan.
I'm not gonna go fight with this guy. Do you see? I don't know. Hopefully you can see. You see that guy? Can you see him?
See, Joe had been calling him out from the very beginning, saying on his podcast that the Liver King was obviously on steroids.
Have you seen that bloke that eats the raw?
No, that's okay. That guy.
It just looks ridiculous. He's got a plate of hearts and it just looks weird.
He's got an ass filled with steroids is what he's got.
And apparently, that criticism had been eating away at Brian for years, especially after Derek proved Joe was right all along. So Brian decides he's going to challenge Joe Rogan to a fight. He's posting videos saying, Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out, man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. And he's not talking about some friendly sparring match. He's talking about literally traveling to Austin to beat the guy up.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King, man to man. I'm picking a fight with you.
I'm coming to Austin tomorrow, all of us. I'm driving there at about 4 o'clock, and I'm gonna fight you. And I don't care where you are, I'm just gonna wait. And whenever you're ready, it could be tomorrow.
Brian actually packs up his family and drives from Texas to Austin in a convoy of vehicles. He's posting videos the whole way about tracking Joe Rogan down, and he's got this mysterious box with him that he keeps calling a present for Joe. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's people are watching this unfold, and they're like, this guy is completely unhinged, and he's coming here with weapons. So they call the Austin police. The Austin police track him down to the Four Seasons Hotel, and there's this surreal footage of him getting arrested while still trying to film content for Instagram. He's wearing tactical gear, rambling about his impending battle, and his wife is just casually standing there like this is totally normal. The police find that the present in his box was actually a gun. The guy who built his brand on natural health and ancestral living had traveled across state lines with a weapon to threaten the world's biggest podcaster.
I'm picking a fight. Who's it with? Seth Rogen. It's with Seth Rogen. And what's it for? Family. It's for family. $10 million, and it can all go away. I won't say another word. The challenge has been amped to,
Amplified.
He gets charged with making a terroristic threat, an actual felony. He gets out on bail the next day and immediately starts posting again. Still obsessing over Joe Rogan, except now, because of the restraining order, he can't mention Joe's name. So he starts calling him Seth Rogen instead. That is wild.